But then I remember 1985 elections. I remember when they started to tally the ballots. I don't know what their motives were, but I remember M.A. Hammer walking. You know, they had a thing, I think it was 17 feet from the ballot counting that everybody had to sit. So all of the parties were sitting that distance. He went to Robert, took Robert's book, his tally book. The next thing we knew, M.A. Hammer was on TV saying that he had caught Robert Phillips cheating. And even the people who were at the table couldn't understand how was it that Robert Phillips sitting at the table was cheating when there were 17 or more feet from the counting the ballot. And I remember that night, my father called us, we came to his house, and he said, I will ask M.A. Hammer why he lied on my son. Anyway, we left, went home. Right after that, they came on the newspaper. My father went to his office, which is Presbyterian Church down here, that day. And the newspaper said my younger brother Lamb had been dropping ballot boxes, you know, ballots also that, you know, were so Doe couldn't win. When my father read the paper, he was so upset. He went down to Public Works, because he used to work at Public Works. He was trying to explain the story. He was so upset that he had a heart attack. And I don't remember, but I was talking to Lamb last night, and he was telling me that Mr. Rinsbury was there. And he said to Rinsbury, take me to the hospital. But that was what my brother had said. But by the time they got to the hospital, he was dead. I remember that morning I had not left my house. And then Richard Butler came to my house and he said, oh, Robbie, he said, you know, I was listening to the radio just now and I heard that they took your pa to the hospital. I said, really? He said, I don't know what happened, but I just heard it. But of course, he wasn't telling me everything. So I jumped in my car, and apparently I found out later on, he had parked and was waiting behind me to drive behind me. So by the time we got to Cali Junction, I saw my brother coming with my sister, and I said to her, and she was crying. And I said to him, I said, and all he could do was, so I blamed the death of my father on Emmett Harmon. Because if he had not lied on my brother, Robert would be alive today. That would be one of the problems. And another thing is, the reason why I blame him, because also that started the whole process behind Robert being followed. All right. Robert being followed, Robert being everywhere he went, somebody was behind him.